You got Lewis back on the ground, is he? Marty Warry's back on the ground.
I sort of didn't see the interchange players come to the bench, but
Jason Vestuga's out there.
I think so. The ball is held up by the umpire, and we're underway in the third quarter. Allen in the ruck gets a tap down. O'Toole runs onto it for Geelong. Handball to Roland Beck. Eludes an opponent, kicks it towards half forward. Well, coming through strongly there for the Horsham side was Leeming. Does the right thing and punches down, but the ball kicked back to the lead of Barry O'Toole. And once again, the GDFL starting the third quarter as they started the first. Ball very rapidly into the 50-metre arc, and the man on the mark here is 30 metres from goal directly in front, and Barry O'Toole is about to line up. Has two already, so a very good start for the third quarter for the Geelong District Footy League. Barry O'Toole, terrible kick off the boot, but I think he struggled it through, has he?
Yep.
It is his third, and it is the first goal of the second half for the GDFL. They're 12th. They go to 12-9-81, leading Horsham District 6-4-40. Lexus of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, and we've only been playing 1 minute.
That was the old helicopter punt, wasn't it, that one? It just didn't spun, but it's got the top marks over, and that was just the good players getting involved. Alan's done very well in the ruck. He's getting a chance to the ball first, and of course you give blokes like Ricky O'Toole and Clayton Trotter first use of the ball, they're going to carve you up, aren't they?
They sure are.
So Alan now, again, clearly gets the tap down. Coming in off the wing on the other side was Rick Lazarick on the ground, and can't take the footy. It goes to half-back. That's Chris Gillum. Picks the footy up. Handball back to Beck. Beck over to Lazarick, and then to Gillum. Now kicks long. Not too many there for the GDFL. Lewis is rapidly descending to the contest, but can't get hold of the footy. It's picked up and kicked back towards centre wing. That's, player in real trouble is Moyle. Stolen by Ricky O'Toole. Handball looking for Clayton Trotter. Can't pick the footy up. Just taps it forward. Shaw overruns it. Moyle of Horsham come in. Can't control the footy. And Lazarick again. Tackled high. And only been on the ground a couple of minutes, but certainly having an impact. Well, looks for and finds Ricky O'Toole running through. Kicks the ball long to the goal screw. Magnificent kick, and they've shepherded it through. And that's a fantastic kick and a fantastic goal for Ricky O'Toole. Shows his class, and he might have a crook leg, but I tell you what, he's still playing pretty good footy. The 13th for the GDFL. 13-9-87. They lead Horsham District 6-4-40. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Only 2.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, look, I don't know how crooky his leg is. He had 8 kicks in the second quarter, so it wasn't too bad. He had a little bit of a lull in the first quarter, though. He only had 4 kicks, which is a pretty light...
well, he came off for 2 minutes.
That's what I mean.
So the ball in the middle once again. Michael Allen gets a tap down, and as the boys have said, doing very well in the middle. And, the ball thrown out for Horsham, picked up by Festuca of Geelong, however, over to Beck, and Beck of Geelong kicks it to half forward, and Marty Warry takes a strong mark overhead. He's about 60 out. There's a call in the forward pocket. Running down the ground there is Roland Beck, running towards the footy. Can he keep it in? He can't, unfortunately. And he's run from the half back, and he's now got to run all the way back from the forward pocket. So brilliant running by the GDFL players.
If anything, it was just a little bit wide at that stage, wasn't it, Laurie?
Yeah.
Tended to stay in the corridor, and he would be kicking straight into the face of the wind there from over there.
From the throw in, half forward flank for Geelong, comes to the back of the pack. Ricky O'Toole, handball over the top to Warry. Can he get the ball to boot? He can. Unfortunately, it's just too long for Barry O'Toole. And Horsham defence, O'Toole does really well, but good defence there. Goes to centre wing. Michael Allen can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Ferguson picks it up. Gets just inside the boundary. Hooks around looking for Lewis. Too long for him. And the ball now on half forward flank. Good strong work there by Cam Penny for Horsham. Kicks to half forward. Dabrowski, read it well, but the ball went straight through his hands. Can't take the mark. So Horsham now just push the ball forward. A little bit of cooperation. Turned around on one step was Butch and has kicked the goal.
He's got 3.
I like him. He's a very good opportunist down there, and we've seen him run on the ball too and get a fair bit of the ball. But obviously he knows where the goals are, and he's playing very well. He can hold his head high at the moment, but it's just starting the way the second quarter didn't started. GDFL kicked the first two, then we seen the Horsham and District side work their way back into the game, and then they've just got that one against the Tide. So, yeah, they're not giving up.
So Butch, as Paul said, has kicked his third and the seventh for Horsham. 7-4-46. They trailed Geelong 13-9-87. That's the Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard at 5 minutes with the ball back in the middle. So Allen giving good use of the footy to the Geelong players as the ball goes up. Allen again, beautiful tap down to Trotter, went without it unfortunately. Now the ball's in dispute in the middle. Good strength there by Cam Penny again. Ball comes to ground. Beck for the GDFL, turns on the left foot, kicks to half forward. Worry now. Oh, magnificent one-handed mark. He got pushed into it, and man on the mark's gained 20. But Worry now kicks long to the full forward position in front. Barry O'Toole can't take the mark, comes to ground. Good work, Lewis. Handball out to Christian Shaw. And, well, he's kicked everything. Yeah, certainly thought the wind was stronger than what it was. Wouldn't bring it back 15 metres. Out of bounds on the full. So it's King to do the kicking in for the Horsham side. Nice long kick to the middle, in front. Penny didn't take the mark. Perhaps should have got a free kick, not paid.
Kick it, son.
Player in McClure ran a fair distance and has found a teammate on half-forward flank in Brent Penny. So Penny now turns quickly, has the lead at half-forward, and a player totally unmarked there. Might have been Matt McNamara's opponent, and he just got away for a while. It's Gavin Kelm. So Kelm now with the shot on goal. Matt McNamara standing the mark, 35 metres from goal, as Kelm now moves in. Not a bad looking kick from him. The goal umpire's moving a fair way across. It's hit the post according to the goal umpire. So over the top of the post. 7-5-47. The Horsham and District trailed Geelong 13-9-87. Lexus win them third quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes gone. Sabali Armstrong to do the kicking in. Found Beck and then takes a handball back. Another long handball to Ricky O'Toole, and one kick, two handballs. Geelong and District out to half-back flank. Then find Dabrowski on centre wing. He kicks long now to half forward. In good position, Michael Allen can't take the mark, and interference against the Horsham opponent there. A good decision by the umpire and good calling by Paul. Handball quickly to Rick Lazarick. Lazarick running past. Beautiful pass, unfortunately. Feldman sat back and waited for it to come to him, and Anthony Perkins stepped in and has taken the mark. This time, well, almost an interception there by Clayton Trotter. Didn't take the mark, however, and off the hands of his opponent. The ball, over the boundary line, and will be thrown in half-forward flank for the Geelong and District side. In the ruck, Michael Allen.
Beautiful tap
down to Festuca. Festuca runs to 50. A magnificent kick. Well, good position, Barry O'Toole. Can't take the mark. He does keep it in, however. Pushed in the back. No, said the umpire. And pretty solid tackle there.
And free kick, yeah.
The umpire just happened to pick it up. And good umpiring on that occasion, because the big fella in McClure really objected to the shepherd. And he responded. Hit Barry O'Toole across the face, and well, that's illegal. Nothing in around the head is allowable. So Barry O'Toole in the impossible position, I guess, with the bruise the way it is, sees the lead, and good teamwork from GDFL as Christian Shaw, on a much better angle, has taken the mark. So Christian Shaw, probably not a noted goal kicker, I don't imagine. No. Christian doesn't kick a lot of goals, but he's got an opportunity here from 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. I think the wind is worrying him just a bit. Moves in. I'll tell you what, he's still not a goal kicker, because it is a behind only. So
big carry on that, wasn't there?
It was, certainly. So
it was always going to be a hard kick, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. 13-10-88. The GDFL, they lead Horsham 7-5-47. Lexus win them third quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes gone. Another huge kick in. Well, I would have almost paid Troy Feldman the mark there, but Horsham get the ball back to the middle, although Trotter intercepts, hooks the ball forward. Festuca the mark, over to Feldman. Feldman from 40 into the bruise. Barry O'Toole to sit on his opponent, but great work there by King. Gets the ball to, he thought to the boundary, but Barry O'Toole picks it up. Runs on, he's run 40 metres. And
he's hit the post anyway.
He's hit the post with the ball, the body, and ran a huge distance.
I think Barry was just waiting for the whistle. I think.
Well, he was looking for some of the handball, surely, and nobody backed him up there.
I think that umpy's got 94.7 the pulse on, because as soon as you said 40, he blew the whistle.
So King, big kick to the middle of the ground. At the back of the pack was Beck. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. He eludes a tackle. He's run a fair way as well, but gets a handball over to Lazarick. Gets a handball back now on the left foot. Kicks the ball back into the half-forward aisle. They're lining up. There's 3 Geelong players flew, Worry, Trotter, and...
I think he might have hurt himself there. He's gone down and hurt his knee.
So
he's right.
All right. I think he's come down hard on it.
Yeah, just a chance to kick a goal, so the leg should stand up pretty well.
Good.
So it'll take a good kick from there, because the man on the mark is at 40. The mark deserves a goal, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it was an excellent mark. So Clayton Trotter now comes in. Looks okay. The ball's going to land short, I think, in the goal square. Big pack there. Good punch forward for the Geelong players. That was a magnificent handball from Shaw, but Moyle backs up for Horsham, and they're out of trouble here as the ball heads toward the boundary. And, they've done well. Cam Penny hooks it back looking for into the corridor. Moyle, handball to nobody, and Clinton Shaw there. Handball to Christian Shaw. Handball to Beck. Beck now. He's got Trotter on his own on half forward. Plays on quickly on the left foot. He's put down after the ball was kicked, but the umpires, they don't seem to be watching that today, I don't think, as the mark is paid to Horsham in defence. They go to centre wing.
Oh, no.
Overhead there is Pigeon running back with the footy, and has the mark. Plays on quickly. Handball over to Orr. Orr to half forward, and this time in defence, the Geelong side. Over to Christian Shaw. Got players wide. It's Gillam running from half back. Decides to kick the footy. Kicks it long. And good body work there by Tom Malone-Grant. Unfortunately can't take the footy there. Malone-Grant and it's Feldman collide with one another. And the Horsham defence get away with getting the footy towards half-back flank, over and out for a throw-in in front of the Social Club here at Victoria Park, Bannockburn. We're playing 12 minutes into the third quarter. 13-10, lead 7-5. GDFL in front as the ball comes back in once again. Well, the umpire had the whistle to the mouth then, free kick to Dean Oakley and didn't blow it. And GDFL come clear, high kick and strong mark by Moyle. He knew the pack were descending on him, but he stood his ground and has taken the mark for Horsham. The lead in the middle was from O'Sullivan, gets the footy, kicks long right across the ground. Now it's a foot race. We've got Butch for Horsham. He's competing against Matty McNamara of the GDFL, and between them, it's off their bodies and over the boundary line. So it's half forward flank now on the outer side for the Horsham side, kicking to the northern end in this third quarter at 13 minutes into the quarter. Boundary umpire puts the ball in. Nice tap forward there by Dean Oakley back on the ground. It is Horsham. Couldn't work out what signal the umpire was giving. 2 hands in the air. He was signalling a wide for a moment. So the ball now out of bounds once again. Comes in. Dean Oakley back against Scott. Gets the tap down. Geelong, nice handball out to Nathan Lewis, who's running. But good work in defence. Gets the ball into the arms of McClure for Horsham. Little kick forward to Bettison. And on centre wing outer side, Bettison has taken the mark for Horsham. The lead has come from a full forward position from Kelm. He's run hard and long and has taken the mark there ahead of Sabali Armstrong. So Kelm for Horsham on the boundary line inside the 50-metre arc with the breeze. He might have a chance here. Put the ball high in the air. The winds bring it back. It's
great mark.
Yeah,
that's a huge mark from Cam Penny. Jumped very, very high and probably didn't land on the ground with the footy, but the umpire's given him A for effort and paid the mark. So huge mark there. So as Paul has been saying, they're just not going away, Horsham. They're competing very strongly, and Penny deserves a goal from that mark. Already kicked one, so he'll move in. Man on the mark in the goal square. So Penny now. I think the goal umpire's pretty happy with that one. So he's kicked his second. And for the Horsham District. It is their 8th. 8 goals, 5-53. They trail Geelong 13-10-88. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 14.5 minutes gone.
A couple of changes which has helped Horsham District down there. I see they got Kleem, who's had a fair bit of the ball, playing out of the square along with Butts down there, who we talked about him earlier on in the game. They've got them two leading out of the square, and I think that's a good move down there because both of them know how to find the ball, and they've both been instrumental in the last couple of goals. So that's a good move from the coach. They're just playing them out of the square.
Exactly
with the win.
right. And, they've been instructed to go to them. Obviously, they're the go-to players. They're getting out there and going to them quickly as they can. And it's just that I think, as we said earlier in the game, I just think it's Geelong's speed. Probably generally, it's had the edge on them all day. Other than that, I think it hasn't been too bad.
So back in the middle with the umpire. Ball goes in the air. Oakley. This time against Cam Penny, the kicker of the goal. Ball comes to ground. Good work at ground level by Christian Shaw. Pushed in the back, not paid. Ricky O'Toole picks the footy up. Eludes a player who half stole the footy from him, but has kicked back across the middle of the ground to Ferguson. Ferguson now has players running Dabrowski over the top to Beck. And Daniel Beck now, long kick on the left foot to half forward. Troy Feldman almost juggled the mark, comes to Barry O'Toole. He's run into an open goal on the left foot and has missed to the left. So 3 goals, 2 to Barry O'Toole, but it is a behind to Geelong. 13-11-89. They lead Horsham 8-5-53. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 16 minutes. So ball now back with Shane King. Player has just come off the interchange bench, and that's who King is going to. But the ball's, it does reach him, but Jason Festuga went one-handed, can't take the mark, comes to ground, picked up by Webb for Horsham. Kick towards centre wing. Good work there by Perkins. Handball over the top to Brent Penny, and Brent Penny has had a shot from 50. It's across the face.
Oh,
free kick.
Yeah, that's got to be a free kick, surely. The umpire doesn't pay it. Goodness gracious. So third behind to Brent Penny, and another behind to Horsham. 8-6-54. They trail Geelong 13-11-89. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard as the quick kick in comes to Chris Gillum at halfback for the GDFL. So Gillum now looking for options. Decides to come to the change room side. He's hit the ball pretty well. And Dean Oakley takes a strong mark. So Oakley now. Ball back to him as, he's not too sure where to go. He goes short. The lead has come from Worry, and Worry has taken the mark. Now they start to run Geelong. The ball has gone to half forward. Nathan Lewis, little push from behind. Trotter grabbed the player to stop him falling on Nathan Lewis, and unfortunately the player didn't have the footy. So it is holding the man. Little chip over the top, looking for... It was Clayton, can't take the mark. And
he wore one then, Nathan Lewis.
So Jason Festuga, the advantage paid. Long kick from him. It's going to land just inside the field. In fact, it bounced back. Picked up by Barry O'Toole, hooks the ball back. And Clayton Trotter has taken the mark, the head of the goal square. And that's experienced football, isn't it? Yeah. Barry O'Toole could have blazed away. And Nathan Lewis is... certainly
he
not at all happy about the attention he got there, and I think he called it pretty well, Paul.
Yeah, he did wear one very high there, and it wasn't the ball wasn't really in the vicinity. I don't think he's very happy about it, Nathan.
Well, Clayton Trotter, what's he done? Has kicked the goal.
That's his first.
That's his first, and he's tried very, very hard to get one all day. That's the 14th for the GDFL. 14-11-95. They lead the Horsham District 8-6-54. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 18.5 minutes gone.
Very smart there from Barry O'Toole, wasn't it? Usually some full forwards will grab it and blaze away there in the pocket. He opened up the area and seen Clayton Trotter running into the open space there and hit him right on the chest. And, that's things that 100% is unknown. They just...
It certainly is, Paul. We've seen a lot of Cryer this year, and he... certainly gets a lot of credit from us people, but he's a very smart player, Barry O'Toole. I think he's just rough and tough, but he thinks what he's doing.
In the middle once again, neither I can get a clear tap down, but at the drop of the footy, it's come to Christian Shaw, handball to nobody, still in dispute, ball punched forward. Well, the Horsham District trying very hard, but Rick Lazarick in the middle gets it to Ricky O'Toole, long handball out to Clayton Trotter, good shepherding there from Roland Beck. And the ball to half forward, Nathan Lewis, 1 out against 3, gets the ball to the ground. Roland Beck, he does well, butters up to assist, but it is the weight of numbers through McClure. Tries to get the footy clear for the Horsham side, finally picked up by Skiller. Probably his first kick for the day, I'd imagine. Gets it to forward pocket, and Kelm can't control the footy, and fantastic work there in defence by Sabali Armstrong. Big punch to the boundary, 25 metres away, and Geelong out of trouble again at the 20-minute mark of the third quarter. Ball comes in. Well over the head of the ruckman, Chris Gillam. Well, he eludes 2 tackles, finally gets a handball to McNamara. A serious trotter's handball, a little bit slick for Dabrowski. And, he's hooked it back to the middle of the ground. Good vision, finds Jason Festuca. He eludes the tackle, runs strongly to the centre, kicks long to full forward Barry O'Toole. Used the body, Tom Malone Grant came from the side. Over the top, can't get the ball up. Finally does to Marty Worry, and Marty Worry's hooked it around a little bit too far, I think.
Yep.
He liked it, I think, but...
Nope, he didn't like it much.
Goal umpire wasn't at all impressed. So 2 goals, 2 to Marty Worry, and the 12th behind for GDFL. 14-12-96. They lead Horsham District 8-6-54. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard now 21 minutes gone.
Good movement there across the half-back line from the GDFL, wasn't it? Just using each other, using your runners waving down the ground, and it was a bit stiff there from Worry. Had to kick around the corner and obviously missed.
Well, Tom Lane Grant nearly got it as well, Paul, and he probably put a swoop on and kicked a goal, but he just got tangled up in a couple of players and couldn't execute the finish of it.
Yep, kick in from King. Good defensive work by Dean Oakley in the middle.
Here we go again.
The second handball's come to Nathan Lewis, and brilliant work for the GDFL. Lewis has kicked his second, and the Geelong have now kicked their 15th. 15-12-102, the GDFL. They lead the Horsham District 8-6-54. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 21 and a half minutes gone.
Good play there from Dean Oakley, wasn't it?
Top play.
Jumped from behind, and a lot of players will jump from behind and try and mark it, but he thumped it back into the 50-metre square, and you always give your players, your teammates a chance of swooping on the ball, and that's exactly what happened, especially when you have blokes like Clayton Trotter and Ricky O'Toole swooping around underneath you.
It's impressed me, GDFL's handball guys.
Yep.
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
Ball in the middle again. Oakley gets a tap clearly in the middle there, running through strongly as Rick Lazarick. Unfortunately, can't get to the footy, and it's a long kick forward. Kelm in front, can't take the mark. Good strong tackling by Dabrowski. Not rewarded by the umpire, Matthew McNamara. Long handballs come out to Roland Beck. Takes a moment to pick it up. Handball to Lazarick. Over the top to Gillam. And here go the GDFL again. Gillam, long kick to half forward. The lead there is from Troy Feldman. He's eluded his opponent pretty comfortably. The handball comes across to, the wind, didn't it hold that up? Dean Oakley's kick probably went about 25 metres. And Nathan Lewis is... that was Gavin Orr, actually, probably old opponents in the Geelong footy. So Orr kicks to half forward. Good defence, McNamara. Handball comes over the top for the Horsham side. Kick forward by Webb. Webb to full forward and, kept his eyes on the footy, Kelm, and has taken the mark for the Horsham and District side once again. So it's 23 minutes into the third quarter as Kelm kicked it forward, picked up there by Penny, turns around the body and has kicked his first goal. He's kicked 1-3, Brent Penny, but it is a goal for the Horsham and District League. 9-6-60. They trail the GDFL 15-12-102. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, as I mentioned, 23 minutes gone.
I think when they get it in there quick, they're a chance with Cleam and Butch down there, because they will work themselves to the front of the pack, and they do know where the ball, and they read the ball well off players' boots. So that's probably was their instruction by their coach when the two went down there playing out of the square, was to get it down there as quick as possible.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Because they back themselves one-on-one, and it has worked for them a couple of times this quarter.
Not a bad move for Stuka in the middle for the ball ups.
Oh, yeah, he's very strong, isn't he?
Ricky O'Toole's off again at the moment.
Just having a rest.
He's just having a rest, I think.
Yeah.
So umpire to put the ball in the air once again. Oakley, beautiful tap down to Trotter. Can't get clear. Ferguson picks up, handball back to Oakley. Look for the handball. Decide to kick long. The lead is from Barry O'Toole. Good defensive work there by Leeming. Gets the ball to the boundary line, and is it over?
Yeah, it's over.
So the ball out of bounds, half forward flank for the GDFL. So good Leeming. Did a good job in nullifying Barry O'Toole on that occasion. From the throw-in for Stuker, doing the ruck work. Picked up there by Clayton, handball clear. So Horsham District to centre wing. Well, players collided a bit there. Running onto the footy is Shane Oakley for the Horsham side. Can't pick it up. Now he does. Handball back to his teammate there.
It was great vision.
And a good mark by Brent Penny, outside 50. Half forward flank for the Horsham side. The lead comes from full forward, decides to go long. It's a long kick. Unfortunately, it's soft line again. So he's kicked his fourth behind now, is Brent Penny. But another behind to the Horsham District side. 9-7-61. They trail the GDFL 15-12, 102. Lex of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes gone. As Sabali Armstrong chips the short kick in to Daniel Beck, takes the mark, kicks to the middle. Dean Oakley's got two to beat. They defend the ball forward. Comes to Matt Bettison. Bettison now kicks long to, Kelm once again. He's got away from his opponent. And I think Sabali Armstrong was a fair way, in fact, back in the goal square. So the mark was taken 35 metres from the goal square, and he's right on the boundary line. Kelm for the Horsham District puts the ball high in the air. Gee, it's a pretty good effort from the back. It's come forward, and Geelong through Gillam. They clear it out, no score at all, but he's kicked it straight to Gavin Orr, who runs to 50, kicks the ball high for the Horsham District. Going to land in the goal square. Big pack of players. And, the umpire has signalled that it did go over the line. So it is a behind to the Horsham District. Go to 9-8-62. They trail the Geelong and District Footy League 15-12. 102 Lex of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, just ticked past 26 minutes. Bit of a difference of opinion for your players in the pocket there, but in the meantime, the ball is kicked in. Shane Manning, first kick for a long time, takes the mark, kicks to Dean Oakley, who's taken the mark on centre wing. Now Geelong stream forward. As Oakley called the play on by the umpire, kicks it high in the air. Big chance for the defence. Oh, from behind is Tom Malone Grant, took it out of Troy Feldman's hands. Now he plays on quickly to Andy Ferguson. Took the fingertip mark, he'd be happy with that in the cricket field. Fergie. He chips it back to half forward. Oh, Trotter, spoilt by the player coming from behind. Surely there's a free kick in there somewhere. Umpire, he's given him about the fourth kick.
Yeah, he's got it now.
So Clayton Trotter tackled too high once he got the footy, but I thought the attempt for the mark for the Horsham side was pretty tough. But Clayton Trotter now with the man on the mark 40 metres from goal, an opportunity to kick his second. And he's had a good quarter, Trotter, this quarter. So Clayton Trotter, man on the mark at 40.
You're worried slipping into the pocket there, look.
Oh, yes, look, they've suddenly just woken up to it. But so Trotter now moves in, keeps the ball pretty low. It's drifted across on the breeze, and he's kicked his fifth behind, 1-5. But it's the 13th for the GDFL. 15-13, 103. They lead the Horsham District 9-8-62. Lex of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 28 minutes gone. Now King to do the kicking in once again. Found a man loose in the middle is Pigeon. And Pigeon has taken the mark. Kicks long over the centre. At the back, Rick Lazarick. Good defence. Punched the ball forward. The only person there, however, was O'Sullivan for Horsham. Kicks it out wide. Looking for Gavin Orr. If he can get the run of the footy, he'll get it. But good work, Andy Dabrowski. Used his body. Kicked into his teammate there, who threw it forward. Picked up by O'Sullivan of Horsham. The lead from Kelm. Good work, Sabali Armstrong on that occasion, however. Right behind him, big punch to the football and to the boundary line in the defensive half for the GDFL. So it's at 50. The boundary umpire about to put the footy in. Almost 29 minutes as the umpire puts in. Dean Oakley beaten on that occasion, but Trotter brilliant at the fall of the football there. Handball over the top to Chris Gillam. He eludes an opponent. Handball long to Shane Manning, almost behind him, but he gets it. Chips it forward to Warry. Handball back to Manning, who kept running. Now he's in the middle. Kicks it to the lead from Tom Malone Grant. Can't take the mark. Ferguson. Nice little pick up.
Good play.
Little chip over the top to Christian Shaw. And Shaw has taken the mark. The lead has come from Shane Manning, who's run from half-back. He's taken the mark 20 metres out in the forward pocket. So that was brilliant running by Shane Manning. And has the opportunity to score again. The lead has come from Barry O'Toole, And, well, I think he's put him in a worse position, hasn't he?
Go back to Shorey.
Yeah.
Back to Shorey.
So Barry O'Toole now has gone right across the ground looking for Troy Feldman. Interception there by Trevor McClure for Horsham. Good mark. He's found a teammate out on the halfback in O'Sullivan. Long handball over the top to Gavin Orr. He decides to handball long. The running player there is Bettison. Can't get the footy up, however, and he's now under a bit of pressure because the Geelong players have caught up to him. And good body work, Jason Pastuca. Put the body on the line, head down to get the footy, and opposition ran into his head. Free kick, automatic. So good defensive work by the GDFL there. They've bottled it up at centre half back. So Pastuca now goes long. The lead is coming from Malane Grant at half forward. Pushed in the back. No, said the umpire. Comes to ground. Picked up by Orr of Horsham. On the left foot, back to half forward. Oh, coming from behind the pack was Gavin Kelm once again. Plays on quickly to the players who have run, and that was Brent Penny. Handball back to Kelm. Off a step. He's had a brilliant kick it is, and Kelm...
Yeah, he's played well down there.
He has. He's kicked his first goal, actually. He's had a couple of opportunities, but it is the 10th for the Horsham District. 10-8-68. They trail Geelong District 15-13-103. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard, 31 minutes gone.
Well, the coach would be happy with that move. He'd be pretty happy with himself with that is the move that has come off with him, putting them two playing out of the square, because every goal that's been kicked, they've had a hand in it, and obviously it shows if they can get the ball into them quick, they are very good players. Left one out.
So in the middle, Oakley gets a tap down for the GDFL. Ferguson.
Go, Fergie.
Does well. Put the body on the line. Comes back. Looks for a handball and has found it in Christian Shaw. He's looking for someone to kick the ball to. Not much at centre half forward. Malane Grant, however, in front. Takes the mark for Stuka. Accepts the handball. On the left foot goes goalwards. It's in the air as the siren sounds. The behind will count. So it is a behind to the GDFL off the boot there of Jason Pastuca. And at three-quarter time, the score is GDFL 15-14, 104. They lead the Horsham District 10-8-68. The goal kickers for the home side, Barry O'Toole has kicked 3, 2 each to Tom Malane Grant, Ricky O'Toole, Nathan Lewis, Shane Manning and Marty Worry, and 1 goal to Clayton Trotter and Justin Tate. For the visitors, the leading goal kickers, Philip Butch has 3, Cam Penny has 2, and 1 each to Gavin Kelm, Andrew Dunn, John Pigeon, Dave Brennan and Brent Penny. So three-quarter time here at Victoria Park, Bannockburn, Interleague 2003. We'll take a break.